Hello and good day everyone. We are RAMGA and I am RAMGA's representative for you today, Ron Vincent M. Daya. And today I'll be presenting to you the business canvas for our proposed application Sari Store, Skills, Abilities, and Resources in Store. So a typical business canvas has the following properties. We need to discuss the key partners, the key activities, the key resources, value propositions, customer relationships, channels, customer segments, cost structure, and revenue streams. So to start off, let's start with the value propositions. It answers the question on what do we provide our customers, what problems are we solving, and what are we offering to each customer segment. Well, Sari Store provides customers the aid of searching for great quality goods and services at their own immediate vicinity rather in the city or main markets. And we are aiming to break the stigma of city-centered opportunities, uphold small business promotions, and enhance worker and occupation services. And we offer for the customers opportunities for small business venture promotion, discovery of training facilities, and promotion of freelancing, talents, and skills. Meaning that we already know that when we have a product that we want to buy, we always refer to the main market or the main city because that's where all the main goods ship in. However, we must always take note that our own immediate vicinity also has, though not the same branded that we always used to buy goods and services, it is still of the same and high or much even higher quality than those in the city. This discovery allows for a promotion of small businesses, but also lessening the workload of travel from the province or your main house to the main city, which is maybe a very hefty travel time. And then the customer segments. Who are our customers and from whom are we creating value? Well, our customers are consumers and workers who live in proper provinces and or areas of limited goods and resources, as stated earlier. And we are creating value from small businesses, workers or trainers, and students and freelancers. And then what will be our channels? By channels, meaning how will we reach our customer segments? How are our channels integrated and which channels are the most efficient? So how will we reach them using our application? Well, we can reach our customers, the customers stated before, by physical business marketing, social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so on and so forth. And lastly, community scouting, because we also need some business partners who will provide the goods and services for those who will use our application. Our channels are integrated through a mobile application that can be downloaded in a phone. Hence why I always keep saying the word application, because Sari Store is actually a mobile application. Is to be downloaded in either the App Store or the Play Store, depending if you're in iOS or Android devices. Then, the channels that are most efficient for us are, again, social media, since that's the majority of everyone's news and information gets, and community scouting, since word of mouth and community scouting actually gives a lot of information, since the source of the information is actually being provided to you as we speak. Next, customer relationships. It answers the question, what type of relationships does each customer segment want? How costly are the relationships, and how do we integrate them with the rest of our business model? Well, we aim for assurance, legitimacy of training, truthfulness, quality assurance of goods and services, and lastly, openness or understanding to criticisms and improvements. In a sense, the relationships are not costly because the profit the provider gains from providing the goods and services to the consumer, they actually get 100% of it, and we gain profit from it by adding a small percentage of in Tagalog, tubo. So more on that later. And how do we integrate them with the rest of our business model? Through partnerships, applications, and contracts. It is through these three that we are able to fully communicate between the consumer and the provider, as well as our role as the overseer. Now, the revenue streams. What are customers willing to pay? What and how do they currently pay? And lastly, how much do each revenue stream contribute to overall revenue? Well, the scouting and listing of products and services Sari Store provides in their immediate area are the service that we provide that customers are willing to pay. Because it's truly hard to know many things of your immediate vicinity if you're always looking in towards the city and not looking towards your local area. So we do the job of scouting those businesses around your local area and give their information to you so that you could have a good alternative or even a better alternative than the goods or services you aim and claim in the city itself. Next, they pay how do they currently pay? They can currently pay through GCash or other online banking app. And what will they pay? They will pay for the download fee of our app. So our app needs a download fee, and they will also pay for the services or products they will avail. So in this last sentence, it might be a little vague, but it is in connection with the third item. So how much does each revenue stream contribute to overall revenue? So in short, how will we be able to profit this if it's only the download fee? The download fee in itself is not actually that much profitable if only a few users use it. Hence, another way for RAMGA and Sari Store to make profit from this endeavor is that the company will obtain 10 to 50% of every transaction and negotiation process between the customer and the producer. This means that, for example, I am a consumer. I draw paintings, and and my friend here would like to commission me a painting, and it costs 100 pesos per painting. So, what will appear on the consumer side is 115 pesos. Why? It's because 100 pesos as a whole as payment for the artist, and the company will receive 15 pesos as a side payment. So, because it's a 10 to 15%, assuming the maximum percent is acquired here, and under notable conditions under the contract to be stated by the negotiator. So 100 plus the 15% additional, which is 15 pesos, let's say. So 115 will be paid, the customer will be paying 115 pesos. Again, 100 pesos is the original price of the artist, and 15 pesos will be directed to us, the company, for providing this kind of service for them, or the bridging service for them. Next, key resources. What key resources do our value proposition, channels, customer relationships, and revenue streams require? So we only need three main key resources. We need cellular phones, computers, and the internet. Because cellular phones is actually the medium or the conduit for our application, given that our application is a mobile version. And our application could possibly be integrated into the computer or desktop sense. Hence, we also need computers, since the designing of the said interface of the application requires computers and not cellular phones. And lastly, the internet. So we need to be connected always, and this connection is only possible via the internet or data. Hence, cellular phones, computers, and the internet are the most important key resources in our endeavor. Next up, key partners. Who are our key partners and suppliers? Which key resources are from which partner, and what key activities are done by partners? So our key partners are actually the same as our customers: small business owners, trainers, students, or freelancers. And which key resources are which from partner? So small business owners will provide work opportunities for the customers who seek to have jobs. Since, again, job seekers for cities may be very difficult due to competitiveness, if they can seek jobs in their immediate vicinity, this lessens the workload and actually gives them an immediate income due to the fact that they will have not that much expenses in travel time, and also additional expenses in terms of living utilities, so on and so forth. So, another key resource from trainers. So the small business owners for work opportunities. For trainers, the key resource they can provide are training facilities. Training facilities such as for a karate master, a dojo master. They can provide training facilities such as a dojo. For a master welder, they could provide training facilities such as a nearby warehouse or a small-scale warehouse. But the legitimacy of their training is still true, since that they are proven to be a master of their craft, given as long as they prove or show respectable certificates and applications. And lastly, for the students or freelancers, they will provide physical goods or services. Not limiting to art, they can provide art. They can provide educational resource such as tutoring. They can also provide music. They can write songs for them, so on and so forth. So the possibilities are endless. And last, the key activities are done by partners. So for all partners, so this is not only specific to each partner, but for all partners, they must know how to promote their business, to promote their goods or services that they sell. They must assure that they will provide the quality assurance that they promise towards their consumers, and they must know how to negotiate with the price. Because again, this is a market, the prices may change because the economics of a market is very, very dynamic. Hence why proper negotiations must be done, and of course we will guide them as much as we can with regards to negotiations and the economics of the market and the past and the present market. The key activities. So what key activities do our value proposition, channels, customer relationships, and revenue streams require? So the key activities is 1. The communication between customer and provider. 2. Application of business legitimacy and identities. 3. Creation of portfolios and profiles. And 4. Partner scouting. The cost structure. What are the most important costs in our business model, and which key activities and key resources are the most expensive? The most important costs are 2, which are manpower and technology. Manpower, because we need those who will handle any legal recommendations such as contracts, negotiations, so on and so forth. The creatives who will handle the design and the interface of our application, and the managers who will manage per region of the Philippines. Since again, this application is to be launched nationwide, we need managers of respective regions to handle respective communities, so that our scope is not too thin and wide. And technology, of course, with technology, as I said earlier, computers, internet supplies, cell phones, etc. And the key activities and key resources that are the most expensive. For the key resources, the computers will serve as the largest cost in our mobile application, in Sari Store, since due to the price of rising computers today, again due to the pandemic. And lastly, another most expensive in terms of physical is partner scouting, because we will need to provide them the travel fee, accommodation fee if they'll be staying at the community for a few days, and to observe and conduct their assessment, so on and so forth. And that is all for the business canvas. So we have gone through a great discussion, and let's enumerate them one by one. Key partners: small business owners, trainers, and freelancers. They'll provide work opportunities, training facilities, and goods and services respectively, and for all they must abide for promotion, provision, and negotiation. Key activities are communication, business application, portfolio creation, and partner scouting. Key resources are cellular phones, computers, and the internet. Value proposition are goods and services, provisions on immediate vicinity. It breaks the stigma of city standard opportunities and upholds small business promotions and enhance worker and occupation services. And promotion and discovery. Customer relationships are assurance, truthfulness, openness. It is non-costly, and it is integrated through partnerships and contracts. Channels: physical business marketing, social media, community scouting, mobile application. Customer segments. Let me move my view a bit. Consumers and worker or job seekers or provinces away from the city. We create values for small business owners. We create values for workers and trainers, and we also create value for students, freelancers, and more. Next, cost structure: manpower, legal, creatives, and management, technology, computers, internet supplies, and lastly, partner scouting. And finally, the revenue streams: scouting and listing of jobs, goods, and services, download fees, and transaction fees. Company will earn 10 to 15% of every transaction completed under proper negotiations. And this is the business canvas of Sari Store. Skills, abilities, and resources in store, handled by RAMGA for technopreneurship. And again, I am the representative for this Pechakucha, Ron and Dayap, representing RAMGA, and I thank you all for listening. Thank you, and good day.